Good morning. My name is Owoyomi Damilola, a biology teacher at Nawaude Senior High School in Butemeta. Today we are showcasing and we are exhibiting our models, the models that we have collected over the past few days. These are showing the hard work, the tenacity, and the doggedness of my students over the past few days. Many of them have spent days, hours, even as sleepless nights producing many of these projects. And these projects provide them with real life experiences, uh, active experiences, which will help them in the theoretical part. By having an hands-on approach on many of these projects, it's giving them more understanding about the concept we are discussing in class, and also helping with retention as well as understanding. So thank you very much and enjoy the exhibition and just follow them one after the other.
Understand the structure of neuron. Firstly, what is neuron? Can also be called a nerve cell, which is the basic simplest unit of nervous system. So here we have the structure. The red part, it is the nucleus which help it in reproduction. Then we have the green part. The green part is called the dendron. A single part is called the dendron, while the all the parts it is called the dendrite, which receive impulse from the sensory receptor, then pass it to the cell body, then to the axon, the color all synaptic knobs, then sheet. Then when impulse are passed through this new axon, then to the synapse, then this synapse release electric impulse, and then which is faster than the speed of light, which help us to respond to stimuli. Thank you.
Gabriel, science present the model of an ecosystem. So what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a system whereby the living organism and the non-living factors interact together in their environment. So we have the living components of the ecosystem, and they are usually referred to as the biotic community. Then we also have the non-living factors of the ecosystem. The living factors of the ecosystem, that's the biotic components, comprises of the autotrophs, that's the green plants. We can also call them the producers. That's the green plants we are seeing here. They receive energy from the sunlight to produce food. That's the first biotic component. So the second one is the heterotrophs. That's the animals you find there that feed on these green plants that we have here. Then the biotic components, that's the sunlight and in this place, including the rock. This is the water flowing through the ecosystem, and these are the animals.
We are the garbage and food web. First of all, what is food chain? Food chain now is the transfer of energy in form of food in a linear form, and normally a food chain must start with a producer which is capable of producing food from it by itself. That is green plants. Then we now have the primary consumer that we feed directly on the producer. Then the secondary consumer which we feed on the primary consumer. We have the tertiary consumer. Then we now have the last final consumer, which is the apex consumer. Normally, you can now identify the trophic level, the pyramid of number, pyramid of energy. And
Everyone, my name is Meme Soma, and we are here to present the structure of the human kidney. The human kidney is a bean-shaped organ, reddish brown organ located at the posterior end of the lower abdomen. It has three main functions, which is osmoregulation, maintenance of acid-base balance in the body, and excretion of urine. The pyramid, each of the pyramid excrete liquid, which is stored in the pelvis. Then it goes down through the urethra to the bladder, where it's stored temporarily in the body before excreted as urine. The renal artery takes.
Good day, class. My name is Usman Farida. I'm here to present human circulatory system. This is the heart. The heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood throughout the body. This is the arteries, while this is the vein. The arteries take oxygenated blood from the heart to the head, then to the other part of the body. While the vein carries the oxygenated blood from the body and the head back to the heart. This and the vein are connected together by the capillaries. Thank you.
My name is Ajibade Jolade. I am here to show you the model of an ecosystem. An ecosystem can be divided as the community of the living organisms and non-living organisms that that interact in a specific environment. Physical environment. We have some things like such as sand,
we have something known as sand grass and so type of examples of ecosystem. So we have the desert.
My name is Azam Marinot. I'm in SS3A. Respiration and expiration takes place in the lungs, and the lungs the process whereby air moves into the lungs through the pharynx and the larynx. When air is blown into the lung, when air moves into the lungs, the volume of the lungs become wider and the thoracic vertebra also become wider. But when the air is released back through the nose, the volume of the lungs decreases, while the volume of the thoracic vertebra also decreases when air is released into the environment.
Make our savior. I'm here to present of genotypes, and we have three types of genotypes: the AA, the AS, and the SS. The AA is an healthy individual, while the AS is an healthy individual that is carrying the trait of a sick person. And SS is a sickle cell, which we use to determine the genotypic ratio of AS and AS. When AS and AS combine, there is a 25% of them producing AA genotype. And when they combine, there is another 50% of them producing AS genotype, and another 25% of producing SS genotype.
And I'm in SS3. I'm here to present a double helix model of a DNA, which represents the deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is a molecule that carries the genetic information of living organisms. And the double helix model was discovered by James Watson and Francis Crick called the nitrogenous bases. And they are usually in pairs. We have the adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine.
Babatunde Bisayo, respiratory system of man. The nose and the mouth, air pass through the nose and the mouth to the pharynx. From the pharynx to the larynx, called voice box. From the voice box to trachea to bronchial. This bronchial is divided into two, one to the right lungs and one to the left lungs. At the end of the bronchioles, we have alveoli, where the gaseous exchange occurs.
My name is Kehinde Funmilayo and with me here is
My name is Salmi Amadan.
and we are here with the digestive system of a bird. First of all, what is digestion? Digestion is the biological process in which food is broken down into smaller and absorbable components. What is digestive system? Digestive system is the group of organs working together to process food. And here we have the beak, an organ used to pick food that beak can pick, e.g. rice, millet, maize, grains, and so on. And here we have the esophagus. This is the passage of the food from the beak to the crop. And here we have the crop. The crop is where the food is stored temporarily before sent to the gizzard.
Yes.
The gizzard is a muscular organ which grinds food. And here we have the large and the small intestine. The small intestine is where digestion and absorption of nutrients takes place.
Yes.
And the large intestine is where excess water is absorbed, waste products for elimination.
Yes.
And here we have the anus. This is the passage or exit for waste products and excretion of.
Photosynthesis is a process by which plants manufacture their food from sunlight and water. So we have two stages of photosynthesis. We have the day and the night. In the daytime, which are hydrogen, ion, and hydroxide.